Good morning to you all. And today we are going to start with debate writing. You have heard so many debates, right? In school, in TV, of course, and on the news channel, you have heard so many debates. Now, what happened in debate is you have a topic, and there are various speakers for two and for supporting the motion and opposing the motion. Okay. So debate contest is basically between Rishabh Asani. I hope you are paying attention to the class and not to the animals. A debate is a contest between two speakers or two groups of speakers to show their skills and ability in arguing. Now they argue in the debate at the given topic. The topic could be anything, and there is two speakers. One is going to speak to support the motion, and the another one is going to oppose the motion. One speaks in favor of topic and others speak against the topic, right? An effective debate includes the following point. A proposition or problem is required for a debate. Means topic, one topic which should be there, in which you can argue about something, right? So, for example, online class is blessing or not. This is a topic. Now half of the students may agree to it, half of you may not agree to it, but then there is one topic, one problem, and we are going to discuss it. First, prepare an outline of the main points in order. The speaker addresses the chair, submits an argument, appeals for support, questions the opponent's view, and concludes an argument. Now see this third point. The speaker addresses the chair, which means that you are going to address the audience, whosoever is judging you, you have to address that particular chair. Submits an argument, whatever the view of a person is, he submits it by saying, I am in support of the motion or I am against the motion. Appeals for the support. He appeals for the support from whom? From the audience. Question the opponent view. He questions the opponent view and concludes an argument. Opponent के view को question करता है और argument को conclude करता है. Right? So this is what it is. Useful, a speaker answer the question in rebuttal session. And if there is any question raised by an opponent, then the question has to be answered by the speaker itself. Okay. So this is the way the speaker or the speaker has to go for a debate. Now, there are various expressions by which you can use in your debate. I would like to draw an attention to and the topic. I would like to present my views, whatever the topic is. In my opinion, I feel strongly that I fail to understand. I would like to raise a question. Believe it or not, it appears strange to hear. One can hardly believe. I'm shocked to hear. The point, the problem, trouble is, may I ask you all, I condemn the wholeheartedly support. I would like to know a strongly opposed favor on the contrary. These are some of the words which you can use while you are debating, while you are giving your debate to the chairperson. Now, let us see the layout of a debate. Greeting the audience and the self-introduction. Who you are, from what you are going to do with the topic, whether you are in the support or you are at the oppose of the motion. You have to tell that to the audience the moment you have greeted them. You have said good morning to everybody, or respected principal ma'am, the way we used to begin in the speech itself. In the same way, you have to first greet your audience and then straight away come to the self-introduction part, that I am so and so and I am here today because I want to support or oppose the motion. Okay. Now, dramatic beginning means you have to raise a pertinent question about the topic and you want the answer from the audience. Dramatic beginning is such. Or you just have to simply have to give an introduction to your topic. Accepting shortly the argument, science is being. Okay, so then you have to give them argument about your topic, supporting your topic, whatever your topic is, you have to support that. And the conclusion part. The conclusion part, whatever you have said, you are going to just conclude it by your view and the formal thank you. Right? So this is what the debate is all about. As a part of Republic Day celebration, your school is organizing a competition on the motion Real India Lives in Villages. Prepare a debate in about 150 words supporting the motion. Now we are going to do the first question, which is given in your book, which says that in the Republic Day celebration, you have to, your school is organizing a debate competition and you are going to give in the motion, support the motion that real India lives in the villages. See, basically India is an agricultural economy. So when having said that India is an agricultural economy, many people, especially the villagers, are engaged in the agricultural practices and they are engaged 24/7 into it. So we are going to support the motion first. Good morning, everyone. I am here to support the motion. Real India lives in the village. I would still go with the words that Gandhiji said, that real India lies in the village. The words were said by the Gandhiji. I would like to emphasize that agriculture and our culture are the two main features for which India is well known around the globe. So our culture is so rich, and why I'm saying our culture is so rich, that every 100 kilometer in our country, the culture changes, the food changes. So agriculture and culture, two are the main important features for which India is well known around the globe. For the past period of time, there is a gradual decrease in the agricultural production in India, but the villages are still involved in agriculture practices. Villages are also involved in many small scale industries like agarbatti making, bag making. You can add many more small scale industries named in this paragraph as per your wish. Okay. Although there is increase in the production, agriculture production in India, but still there are so many small scale industries are coming up in the villages and villagers are getting engaged into it as well. More than 50% of the population lives in the rural area and they are solely dependent on agriculture for their livelihood. We are growing both in rural as well as in urban areas. There are many programs made by the bank and the government to provide the loans, credit facilities for their development. So 50% of when the 50% population is living in the rural areas, which is in the villages, then there should be some structured programs by the government or by the banks to provide them with the financial help so that they can use those help in their agriculture or in their livestock productions. Okay, so this paragraph says it all. Though many people are migrating from the villages, but I don't think that our rural areas, that is villages, have declined its credibility. I feel that our rural environment is strong, getting stronger day by day, and the cultural heritage of our nation can only be found in the villages. Excuse me. Though many people have migrated, what do you mean by the word migration? What do you mean by the word migration? Yes, Mahir.
Migration means traveling from one place to another.
Traveling from one place to another is known as migration. Mahir, thank you very much. So the people are migrating from the villages from towards the rural to the urban areas or to the cities, but still um, our villages are very strong if you look into it by the in reference to our cultural heritage. Not only strong in our cultural heritage, but it is also strong because they are self-dependent, they are self-sufficient. Okay, so although the people have migrated, but the rural areas is not getting weak, it is getting stronger and stronger day by day, because they are basically giving us food to eat. The city, the food which you are provided with is because of the rural areas. So rural areas is not at all getting weak. Okay, so this was my point of view while writing this topic. You can write your own thoughts. See, you don't have to copy paste as it is, whatever is given to you in the PDF file. You have to input your own thoughts into it. आप इसके बारे में क्या सोचते हैं, आपको आपके thoughts लिखने होंगे. मैंने अपने thoughts लिखे. क्या आप मेरे थॉट से एग्री करते हो या नहीं करते हो, या इसमें आप क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट करना चाहते हो, क्या मैनिपुलेशन करना चाहते हो, ये सारी चीजें आपको डिसाइड करनी है और आपको आपके थॉट्स इन आर्टिकल्स में डालने होंगे. ठीक है, जो कुछ आपको प्रोवाइड करवाया जा रहा है स्कूल की तरफ से, आप उसको कॉपी पेस्ट मत मारो. अपने इस टॉपिक के बारे में खुद सोच के देखिए, खुद आप क्या सोचते हो इस टॉपिक के बारे में, एंड देन write it in your own language. This is just a basic idea given to you in these PDF. Okay, coming to the second part, now we are going to oppose the motion. As a part of the Republic Day celebration, your school is organizing a debate competition on the motion Real India Lives in Villages. Prepare a debate in about 150 words opposing the motion. Excuse me. Now you are going to oppose the motion. Oppose the motion that you don't agree with this line. Real India lives in villages. Yes, we don't agree with this line. Why? Because the people, many people lives in urban areas and cities elsewhere. So why have they moved to the urban areas? Because there is employment in big cities, better life standard, and better health facility, education facility. That is why people are moving to the city or the urban areas. So we don't agree that, okay, real people live in India villages. Yes, people live in India villages, but there are so many people who are living in the cities and the urban areas. What about them? Are they not real people of India? They are definitely the real people of India. Are they not supporting the economy? Yes, they are supporting the economy in their own ways, right? So we are going to oppose. Now oppose this line. Good morning, everyone. I am here to oppose the motion. Real India lives in villages. Do you still believe the scene is same even today? When Gandhi said these words, that was a different era altogether. That was a different time altogether. But now things have changed. There were many reasons to say this, but this cannot be said today. Today we cannot say this. Okay. See, I'm repeating that these are my views. You have to input your own views. This is just a platform provided to you so that you have a fair idea that what you have to write in this particular topic. Villages are losing importance day by day. Big cities are being developed and the people from the villages have migrated to cities to get better opportunities to lead the better life that city people are enjoying at the toil of villages. City people are really enjoying their life because toil of villages, because of the villages. Okay, so city people को भी खाने की आवश्यकता होगी. खाना तो सभी को कुछ चाहिए प्लेट में, और वो खाना प्लेट में आएगा कैसे अगर विलेजर्स जो है उसको उगाएंगे नहीं तो. हमारे किसान अगर उसको उगाएंगे नहीं तो वो खाना आएगा कहाँ से. ठीक है, लेकिन सिटी में बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, बेटर लाइफ है. दैट इज व्हाई पीपल आर मूविंग टू द सिटीज, राइट? ओके, The second paragraph says the present day villages are losing their charm and importance. The main reason behind being industrialization and urbanization of the society. अब विलेजेस का जो चार्म है, जो इम्पोर्टेंस है, वो दिन पे दिन कम होती जा रही है क्योंकि इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन हो गया है हमारी कंट्री में और बहुत तेजी से अर्बनाइजेशन हो रहा है। अर्बनाइजेशन का क्या मतलब है? इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि various industries have come into India and they have generated the employment, and for that we need people, and these people are coming from the villages itself. What do you mean by the word urbanization? Urbanization means कि आपके छोटे छोटे शहर बसने लग गए हैं, ठीक है। कहीं पर आप जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आप गुड़गांव को लीजिए, दिल्ली के पास बहुत बड़ा एरिया है गुड़गांव, a very posh locality now. That Gurgaon was earlier absolutely a village. There were many villages in the Gurgaon, and now the people, the industrialization, the urbanization has done what to the Gurgaon? They have occupied the land, and now they are making big buildings. They are establishing industries over there. So this way, urbanization means you take up the land and you get put on the industry or the houses for the people over there. That is what the urbanization of the society means here. It is quite evident that the people will always going in search of the greener pastures. मतलब लोग हमेशा अच्छे जीवन की तरफ जाते हैं। ग्रीनर पास्चर्स मतलब जहां पर ग्रीनरी होती है, जहां पर अच्छा जीवन होगा, उस तरफ लोग जाएंगे। The place where they can find good livelihood, they flock to that area. जहां कहीं भी उनको अच्छी livelihood मिलेगी, वो लोग उस एरिया में चले जाएंगे। So due to the industrialization, there is a lot of generation of employment with good monetary benefit. Monetary benefit means जहां पर अच्छे पैसे मिलते हों, and this resulted in urbanization. और इस तरीके से urbanization यानी छोटे छोटे शहर बसने स्टार्ट हो गए। हमने अभी गुड़गांव का एग्जाम्पल डिस्कस किया था। And due to such shifting, the villages have been neglected, and even the local bodies are not looking after the upliftment of the villages. Excuse me. और क्योंकि शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं लोग, माइग्रेट हो रहे हैं लोग, इस वजह से जो वहां की लोकल बॉडीज है विलेजेस की, वो भी अपने विलेजेस के ऊपर ध्यान नहीं दे रही हैं। There are remote villages where the basic hygienic conditions are very poor. कई विलेजेस बहुत दूर हैं सिटीज से और वहां पे हाइजेनिक बेसिक हाइजेनिक कंडीशन जो है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा खराब है। इट इज अ पिटिएबल सिचुएशन, ये दयनीय सिचुएशन है, ये दयनीय स्थिति है। वी गेट ऑल द फूड आइटम्स एंड रिलेटेड आइटम्स फ्रॉम द विलेजेस एंड आवर अन्नदातास आर स्ट्रगलिंग फॉर द बेसिक एमिनिटीज। और हमको सारा खाना और खाने से रिलेटेड सारे आइटम्स, ठीक है, कहाँ से मिलते हैं? विलेजेस से मिलते हैं। और जो हमारे अन्नदाता हैं, हमारे किसान हैं, वो लोग बेसिक चीजों के लिए स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। आज भी गांव में, कई गांव में अच्छे हॉस्पिटल्स नहीं है, आज भी कई गांव में अच्छी कॉलेजेस नहीं है। So they are basically struggling for the basic amenities. Basic amenities मतलब basic facilities. I really hope to see the better and bright villages. Thank you for giving me such a patient hearing. Right? So this was opposing the motion. You should be able to write for the motion and against the motion. Right? Now coming to the second part, second question. The public forum of your school has organized a debate on the motion, women with young children should not go to work. Right? Prepare a debate in about 150 words supporting the motion. Now you have to support this line. Women with young children, जिन छोटे बच्चों की माओ को काम पर नहीं जाना चाहिए. This line says this and now you are going to support it. ठीक है? आपको इस लाइन को सपोर्ट करना है. Let us begin with it. Good morning everyone. I am Sarita and in today's debate competition, I stand before you to support the motion that women with young children should not go to work. This is basic introduction, nothing fancy about it, right? Now come to the main part. Motherhood is blessing. For ages, few women in our country defied the norms to join the workforce. हमारी कंट्री में बहुत सालों से कई वुमेन्स ने जो नॉर्म्स हैं उनको तोड़ के वर्कफोर्स को यानी काम को ज्वाइन किया है। और मदरहुड जो है दैट इज अ ब्लेसिंग फॉर अ वुमन। Most led a routine and the domesticated life confined to the house raising a confident children. Women's usually घर पे रहती थी और घर का काम करती थी और बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंट बच्चों को रेज करती थी। But this entire scenario has witnessed the change in the last few decades, resulting in many ill effects in society. लेकिन ये सिनेरियो जो है, ये जो सीन है कि घर पे रह के बच्चों को बड़ा करना, घर का काम करना, अब ये चेंज हो चुका है कई सालों से, फ्यू डेकेड्स यानी कई करीबन 10-20 सालों से, और इसकी वजह से सोसाइटी में प्रॉब्लम भी आई है। ठीक है। नाउ as early childhood is the most formative period of development for a child, it is important that a mother has such a time to devote to her children as possible. क्योंकि बचपन में जो चाइल्डहुड जो इनिशियल इयर्स होते हैं वो फॉर्मेटिव पीरियड होते हैं बच्चे के डेवलपमेंट के लिए, तो उसको मदर की सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत होती है। बाय स्टेइंग एट होम, mothers could ensure that the next generation had the best start in life, hopefully averting the future problems and providing a benefit to society as a whole. By staying at home, mother could take care of his or her children, and in this way, the child is born and brought up healthy, right? Having 9 to 5 job is not an easy task. Keeping up with the hectic schedule is even harder for a mother to follow. This is even hard when the environment is full of viruses and bacteria, and if the mother is sick, then the kid's health also gets affected. Now, 9 to 5 job is not an easy task. So working is not an easy task. Working outside the home is not an easy task. It is pretty difficult. And why keeping up with the hectic schedule is even harder for the mother to follow. Why I have written this line? Because when you are coming back home after 5 o'clock or after doing your job, then obviously mother, being a human being, she also gets tired. But then the moment she enters into the house, she has to do all the household chores. So when she is managing alone outside the house and inside the house, obviously she is going to have a very hectic schedule, right? And this is very difficult for a mother of a young child to grab it with both the hands. This is even hard when the environment, जब environment में बहुत सारे bacteria and viruses हैं, तो you are prone to the illness as well. So if the mother gets sick, the kids' health is also get affected. Working women are not able to spend more time with the children. Sometimes the child may feel isolated from their mother. Now, this might result in the loss of bond between the child and the mother. If the woman is not able to give the proper time to the child feel isolated, means the child feel lonely. Because the mother is not at home, so you are not having anyone to talk to. So naturally you feel lonely, and this is going to affect your relationship with your mother. Furthermore, child may also fall in the bad company in the absence of mother's supervision. This is very often we see that the children may fall into the bad company because of the absence of the supervision. Sorry. Working women are not able to attend the important events of the children like annual functions, sport day, etc. Hence, they are not able to see the child growing. Because you are not able to catch up with the child events which are happening inside or outside the house, so you miss the child growing ages, the child growing time. In the end, I would close by saying that the mother's working hour may cause stress which impact the relationship with the child. When you are a working woman, then it may cause stress in your relationship with your child, because obviously being a human being, you get tired, and when you get tired, you have loads and loads of work. You are managing in and outside of the house, so things are not very cordial for you, right? So this was my views on the topic. I was supporting the view. Now comes the opposing this sentence. Women with young children should not go to work. Now I'm going to oppose it. I am not agreeing to it, so I'm going to write about opposing the motion. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sarita, and in today's debate competition, I stand before you to oppose the motion that women with young children should not go to work. Right? A small, crispy introduction, and then I am going to support whatever I am going to say about it. In the 21st century, a woman has become self-sufficient that she doesn't need to confide at home. Working mother is a huge financial aid to the family. Mother should have freedom as anyone else in the society to decide what is best for her children, for her and her children. We are living in the 21st century and we are talking that mother should not go out of the house to work. This is absurd. Okay, working mother is a huge financial benefit to the family, right? If you are working, then you are going to be paid for your work, and that is going to be a financial aid for your family, right? So mother should decide whether she wants to work or not. As in our society, we have people, they decide whether they want to work or not. So in the same manner, mother should decide whether she wants to work or not. The working mother spends most of the time outside working. For this reason, the children at home get to know their responsibility revolving around the household. Now, when the mother is working outside the house, then there are so many chores which the children can also manage, right? बहुत सारे ऐसे काम होते हैं कि मम्मी को करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप भी कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप डस्टिंग कर सकते हैं, अगर बोतलों में पानी भरना है आप पानी भर के रख सकते हैं, आप अपना सैंडविच बना सकते हैं. ये छोटे छोटे काम होते हैं जो बच्चे खुद भी कर सकते हैं. और वो बच्चे जिनकी मदर्स काम पर जाती हैं, वो बच्चे बहुत जल्दी रिस्पॉन्सिबल हो जाते हैं. ठीक है. The father also helps in the household work and the mother is working. As a result, the child also feels motivated by the parents to tend to help others in society. क्योंकि फादर भी कुछ ना कुछ घर में काम करवा रहे हैं, मदर भी काम कर रही है, तो जो ऐसे कपल्स के बच्चे होते हैं वो बहुत जल्दी अपना काम करना सीख जाते हैं. ठीक है. The time spent by the working mother with their children is actually the high quality time. जो time वो लोग spend करते हैं as a family together, that is a very healthy time, quality time. Being a working mother automatically means that she's contributing to the household expenses, and having more funds in the household means better living standards. When the mother is working out, father is working, then both are earning a good sum of money. So your living standard automatically is going to be better. A working mother becomes an inspiration for the child. Statistics shows that stay-at-home mother, I have missed the word mother over here, you please add it, is more likely to suffer from depression. Statistics ऐसा दिखाते हैं कि जो लेडीज घर पे रहती हैं उनमें डिप्रेशन ज्यादा पाया जाता है in comparison to the ladies who go outside to work. Children can never really be benefited from having a frustrated and depressed mother around them. और जो लेडी खुद ही डिप्रेस्ड है या फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है, उसके जो बच्चे होते हैं वो रियली अच्छा बेनिफिट नहीं ले पाते मदर की प्रेजेंस का. ठीक है. In this century, everyone, be it men or women, want to make progress in their lives. Everyone wants to make the progress in their life. Working women feels personal happiness and fulfillment, which makes them better mothers. In the end, I would like to sum up by giving the reference of research which suggests that kids are happy when the moms are happier. Now, this is a fact that when your mother is happy, you are definitely going to, she is going to make you happier, right? So the attitude of a working mother is very positive. You get inspired by your mother that how come she never gets tired, she is working and working, she's working outside, she's working inside the house. So those kind of the ladies, those kind of the women make, they are happy in their own life. They feel progressive in their thoughts, So that's why the moms are happy. When moms are happy, the children, she's going to make the kids happier, right? Thank you for giving me a patient hearing. So this was the debate. Now, in this debate, I have take the motion. I have supported the motion and I have opposed the motion. Although I have finished the debate part, but I would like to repeat that these are my thoughts on the topic. You have to write your own thoughts, taking this as a base, and you have to manipulate this as per your own thoughts. Okay, so now I'm going to take up your questions.